Assalamualaikum and good morning to all. Thank you to Mr. LAR Puan, our moderator for today's webinar. I'm glad to inform that we are able to organize our second webinar on Malaysia Botanic Garden Webinar 2021. The National Landscape Department, Ministry of Housing and Local Government would like to extend our gratitude to all speakers and audience for joining us in this webinar. I'm very glad to announce our list of speakers. Thank you in advance to Mr. Kashino Naohiro, Dr. Samsul Kamis, and Mr. LAR Tajo Ashike for your presence and engaging with us about the knowledge and valuable experience in developing botanic gardens. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Landscape Department is greatly honored to host the webinar. Our first webinar, which was held in July, and I would say it is very successful, where we engaged about 300 participants. It is a great move to see many people joining the webinar and to get informed about the development of botanic garden. Congratulations to all of us. Speaking of that, I would like to recap the main purpose of organizing of this webinar is first and foremost, our aim is to strengthen the networking of all botanic gardens and arboreta in the country. The concept and the use of networking is something that has and will continue to prove very important to the botanic garden community. For a long time, botanists have been renowned for a large number of contacts they develop in the quest to understand and collect the world flora. These contacts have often extended well beyond other botanists, include people in other fields such as landscape architect, forester, horticulturists, land managers, and owners, as well as people or public as a whole. The benefit of having the strategic networking is endless. To name a few, networking allows for promotion of international, regional, and national collaboration between botanic gardens, arboreta, and similar institutes, maintaining scientific collections of living plants. Fast communications of global trend relevant to the botanic garden is also made possible, and thanks to this modern technology and super highway communication. Plants collection is the most important element for botanic garden, and it requires for an exchange of information, seed, plants, experience, and training during the process. As we all know, Malaysia Botanic Garden are owned by and managed by different agencies. Therefore, we need to establish a platform which is crucial for us to communicate and to make easy accessible information available to all. Secondly, this webinar target to bring as many expert professionals, botanic garden owner, researcher, NGO, and also botanic enthusiasts to share and exchange their knowledge and experience on the planning, design, development, and management of botanic garden. I believe sometimes those little things or information that we get can make a big difference and impact in our work. I think thirdly, the purpose of this webinar is also to promote and give awareness about the importance of having botanic gardens, primarily for study and conservation of plants, botanic and horticulture science, as well as to make the world's plant species diversity known to the public. This garden also play a central role in meeting human needs for recreation, providing well-being and educational. A functioning and well-managed botanic garden can be an asset to the country and contribute to the environment, social culture, and economic sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, in our previous webinar, the presenter talked about botanic garden planning and strategies for national plant conservation. So today, we choose a theme with regards to design concept and approaches. We hope to learn not only about the success story, but most importantly, lesson learned from each botanic garden development. And speaking of which, it is useful in the effort to make any botanic garden in line with the international requirement, such as requirement from BGCI. We understand that it is not easy and it is not an easy task to manage and maintain the botanic garden. Trees and shrubs and plants are living things, biological assets which require maintenance to grow and live healthily. Nevertheless, we should aim for the best of botanic garden, and therefore all professionals involved must be prudent in every stage of botanic garden development and management to achieve its sustainability. A life on earth depends on plant. Healthy ecosystem based on plant diversity sustain life, and this is very important and very crucial, essential to the well-being and livelihood of mankind. Plants are vital source of oxygen, food, shelter, and medicine. Botanic gardens are for the environment, for the people, and other organisms. It is an interconnected relationship that makes it is so special. It brings nature to the city, improve the quality of life, and increase biodiversity. We believe that coming to a botanical garden and get connected with the nature can have a calming effect, and in times of difficulty, and we also hope the gardens will provide some respite for visitors. The National Landscape Department hopes that the botanical garden in Malaysia are functioning well and serve the purpose for conservation, research, aesthetic display, education, recreational, and tourism. As we know, Botanic Garden is a plant museum. The ties between Botanic Garden and museum are very strong. Document and steward the collection used to tell their stories. Let us think it is a bridge that connects to the future. These collections are time capsule of horticulture and carry the genes of plants that breeders have selected over the years. In some cases, the individual plants are extremely rare examples of plants that were once popular. In fact, a number of plants that are extinct in the wild are kept alive solely through the effort of botanic garden. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, botanic garden essentially require a long-term management plan and stability. passionate people, knowledge, creativity, innovation, and advancement in technology can contribute to a successful Botanic Gardens Institute. This can be achieved as long as we connect and communicate to each other in our Botanic Garden network. And remember this, together we can take it higher. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Thank you.